Good morning, everybody. This is Tonetta coming to you with a video this morning. It's labeled dedicated to myself, my healthy lifestyle journey. Because lately I've been getting asked about, well, from those who knew me back in the day and to those who know me now, about how did I lose so much weight. I'm glowing every day. I look so nice, and how did that all come about? And I want to kind of share that journey with you all. I may not be able to share every single piece of it, but definitely the main parts of it, I'll definitely share that with you all. And for those who I've met recently, like the last year or so, you wouldn't know much about as far as like my size I was back then, that kind of thing. Because I was actually 198. I'm only 5'2", so I was 198 pounds back in the day, and that wasn't too long ago. It was back in 2015 actually. At my highest, that's the weight I was at that time. I was in a size 18-20. As of today, I'm 137. I gained like a few pounds, maybe like 140 now, I think. But otherwise, I've lost a lot of weight, that kind of thing. And I'm in sizes between 8 and 10. It just depends on the size, I guess, and how the clothes fit. So I'm about half the person that I was back then. What started me on my journey, because people are asking, how do you, I guess, consistently maintain your weight, and how did you lose so much weight within that time, and how did you take care of yourself and those kind of things. And what I always try to tell people, for me, it wasn't actually a weight loss at all. When I first started my healthy lifestyle journey, that was back in 2015, like mid 2015. I had been joining these like healthy lifestyle groups. It was Dr. Sebi's group, or Sebi's. I'm not sure how his name is actually pronounced, but he he's deceased now, but he talked about he was a homeopathic doctor. Those kind of things, has cured like different diseases like cancer and different things in people. He maintained a consistent alkaline lifestyle, and that's what he talked about all the time. And I stumbled upon a group. I don't know what group it was. It was on Facebook actually. And since then, of course, back in 2015, I was of course reading through the information, trying to get to know who he was and what being alkaline meant actually. And I'm gonna rewind back some years before that, before 2015. That was my first cruise that I went on. I don't know what year that was. It was maybe like 2010, I think. Maybe 2010, the first cruise that I went on. I don't know. Whatever it was, I signed up for these classes, and I met this personal trainer. I don't remember the guy's name. I just remember he was African. That's all I remember. And we went to, myself and a few others, friends of mine, we all went to this healthy class, I guess you would say. Healthy eating. I think we did our BMIs and like some other kind of like body testing or something, to see how much water we were holding into our bodies. And it had all these, I still have my testing actually. And of course he was talking about, what was it? It was, at the time, it was I guess seaweed, but oh shit, I can't think of the name of it right now. But I know he was talking about seaweed. That's all I can remember. I'm sure it'll come to me, right? I'm sure it'll come to me before I'm done with this video. But he was talking about like the healthy food and the stuff that we put into our bodies, how we need to make our bodies more alkaline and those kind of things. And I didn't know what the hell he was talking about at the time at all, because I was like, what is he talking about? But I had to, of course, start researching from that point as well. But I kind of stopped along those, stopped like a little bit after I got back from the cruise. So I did not resume until, again, 2015, when I met some people in Dr. Sebi's group, and they were talking about it, and I was researching Dr. Sebi and Sebi, trying to find out what the alkaline lifestyle was, what it could do for me as far as creating a healthier me. I guess I would say that, disease-free, whatever the case may have been. Increase my longevity here on this earth, those kind of things, and just make me feel good as a person, feel good as far as energy wise and those kind of things. So like I said, that's where my journey officially began. It was that summer that I was learning more about it. I didn't start any healthy food, anything, until later that year. I went to Houston actually for the first time for Christmas that year, 2015. And I made my mind up then that when I got back from that trip, because I was there about a week, I think, but that when I got back from that trip, I will be starting my healthy lifestyle journey, which I did that. I started let me see, it was probably the day, like December 30th or the 31st of 2015. That's when I started my healthy lifestyle journey. It was actually people in that group that were talking about doing a 40-day fast, and which just consisted of fruits and vegetables. like whole foods, not like, well, of course some may be in frozen, but or like stir fries or stuff like that. But I didn't even eat any stir fries during that time. But I mainly ate whole fruit, whole vegetables. Most of it I put into like shakes and smoothies and stuff like that. But I did, of course, cook a little bit of it. I didn't cook a lot of it. I made like a few stir fries here and there. I didn't cook a lot. Like I said, a lot of it that may have been like a few times, 3-4 times during that whole. I think I didn't do a whole 40 days, but the whole 30. I think it was like 33, 34 days that I did. But like I said, I did. That's where my healthy lifestyle journey started. Like I said, it never was because I wanted to lose weight or I wanted to be a size 2 or anything along those lines. My whole basis for doing this healthy lifestyle and changing the way I ate was because I was tired, of course, being the size that I was. Like I said, I was 198 pounds, and I was double the size that I am now. I was in size 18, 20 in women's clothing. And I'm, like I say, I'm 5'2", so that was, of course, you can imagine, kind of big there, I guess I would say, or kind of healthy there, I guess you can say that as well. And during that time, it took me to, of course, all the products that I use, whether it was food products, perfumes, deodorants, all those kind of things. I used to sit back, well, not sit back, but I like lay in the bed researching things, researching all the chemicals. That's, of course, I started with like the food and snacks that I was eating. Then I started with like the body care products, like the lotions and deodorants and all those kind of things, trying to find out what the heck these chemicals were inside of everything that I use. And I did that from, let me see, starting back when I first was introduced to Dr. Sebi back in June 2015. I started that as well, which I didn't mention that in the beginning, but I did start that as well, because that's some of the things that some of the people talked about as far as finding out what you're putting into your body, what you're ingesting, what you're inhaling, those kind of things. And I started doing that back then heavily, finding out because I loved Oreo cookies. I didn't eat them as much as I did at one point, but because sometimes I was eating like a pack of Oreo cookies a day or a week or something like that. But good morning, Rachel. How you doing? I hope all is well. But like I said, I started researching all the chemicals, just taking a pack of whatever it was, or I don't know, a box of food or whatever the case may have been, just looking up every single ingredient on there, trying to see what those ingredients were. Of course, as you can imagine, looking up all these ingredients, researching different kinds of food, what they can do for your body. I was very amazed, actually. I know I was Hippocrates, I believe, back in way a long time ago. I think they call him the father of medicine or something like that, but he used to always say the food is thy medicine, and I realized that at that point that it was thy medicine. I know now that the food that you ingest, the food that you eat can drastically change your body chemistry, the look of your body and those kind of things, and the way you feel. As far as all those chemicals that I looked up, and I didn't look up every single thing that I ate, but like the stuff that I liked the most, like I said, those Oreo cookies and some of those skillet dinners, like all the ingredients. There's usually like 50, I don't know, like between 30 and 50 ingredients on the back of that. And those are all the preservatives and all those kind of things that are very unhealthy for our body. I can tell you that. You can look them up yourself, of course, if you want to start your healthy food journey. Just start looking that kind of stuff up. Like I said, that's what catapulted me into wanting to do something different with my life as far as my health and wellness and all those kind of things went. You'd be amazed at those chemicals and what the FDA and what different doctors and what the medical association have posted about those ingredients. I put it that way, with the different chemicals that's in our food. The FDA, the medical association, they've all done research on these chemicals back like years and years ago, before I was even born, back in the mid 1900s. I don't know, but they all know what we're ingesting into our bodies, and majority of those things are cancer causing agents. They are not good for us at all. They create diabetes, high blood pressure, and those, I guess, metabolic disorder is with high blood pressure, diabetes, and I believe high cholesterol. Those three create metabolic disorder. So like I said, I know that the food that we ingest and the food that we eat, from the preservatives to all those chemicals, whether it's not just what we eat as well, but in our deodorants and things like that, they are very cancer causing, actually. That's why I stopped using deodorant. I just make my own now. I make natural deodorant from coconut oil, baking soda, and cornstarch, actually. I've been making that for, about 2 years now, I guess. 1.5 years, 2 years now. But like I said, with me, good morning, Susan, how you doing? With me researching all those chemicals that I was putting into my body, with all the things I was eating and putting on my skin, those kind of things, as well as the healthy foods that I didn't realize that can assist me on my journey as far as, like I said, being disease free and those kind of things. That really made me want to continue the healthy lifestyle journey. Yes, for about a year. Well, of course, during the time that I did the fast, of course, I guess you can call it vegan, whatever you want to call it, but I was just eating fruits, like whole fruits and whole vegetables. And a few times they were cooked. There was no meat, there was no eggs, there was no cheese, there was no bread, there was nothing sweet, anything like that. And I'm the kind of person, once I get started on something, I'm very dedicated to it. I have a very good self-control, I guess I put it that way, as far as that healthy lifestyle diet or lifestyle went. Because I actually bake, actually. So during that time, I was still baking for, like, baking cakes and baking cupcakes and making cookies for people, because I, of course, sell those as well. I was, of course, making snack baskets and all those kind of things, candy bouquets still. And I was not tempted at all to even have a piece of anything that I actually was making, actually. But like I said, once I get started on something and I have my mind set for something, I know that's going to be my path. I know that's what I'm going to do. So, and I was still cooking for my guy. My guy, I was still cooking for him, cooking for things in the family. I didn't have any inkling to even try to dibble and dabble in anything, actually. Like I said, that's just me. Once I get dedicated and get focus on a journey, I keep my self-control, and I'm fine with that. I can still do those things. I still did those things. I was, I guess you could say, vegetarian until probably September 2017. And I started kind of incorporating like different organic meats and stuff like that back into my life, I guess, in my diet. I still do eat meat now. I'm thinking about transitioning back, actually. But right now it's more of as much organic food as I can find and buy. Organic food, meaning that they don't have like all those pesticides and it's not grown with all the unhealthy chemicals that we normally eat, like with our regular fruits and vegetables. And of course, the organic things don't really last that long, so you really have to. I mean, it doesn't last as long as the stuff that does have all the preserves and that kind of thing in it. So you have to keep in mind that you have to kind of cook those kind of quickly with like the first few days or so once you buy them. But like I said, as far as my journey, it was a lot of dedication. It was a lot of self-control. And I'm sure anybody out there, if you're looking to, of course, lose weight or if that's your main goal, I would kind of urge you. I can't tell you what to do, but always try to look at things as having, I don't know how to put it. I guess just have a different way of looking at things. Because I know we all hear about all the weight loss pills, all the weight loss, all these diets and all those kind of things. We all know how to lose weight. We all know how to join any kind of diet program, that kind of thing at all. I have never been one. I've never dieted a day in my life, actually. Like the healthy food journey, of course, that was just a change in my lifestyle, a change in my eating. I don't call that a diet at all. To me, diets are where you're taking pills or you're taking shakes or the packets of shake, like the, what is it called, Weight Watchers and all those kind of things. To me, those are diets. But like I said, everybody has their own opinion. That's just mine. The way I look at anything, making healthy food choices would be the best the best way for anyone to go. Considering that a diet, of course, is usually short term, but a long term healthy food journey is usually it is just that long term. That's something that you have to dedicate yourself to, not just for the 2 weeks or for a month to fit into a dress or that kind of thing at all. You literally have to dedicate yourself to that journey. Because I know when I was going through my process as far as the healthy eating, the no meats and all those kind of things, and going, of course, you have to have a strong mind, of course, as well, because you're going to be invited, I'm sure, because I was, of course, invited to barbecues and family dinners, there's holidays coming up and all those kind of things. And, of course, people are looking like, you don't want to eat my food, you don't like this, what's wrong now, you think you're too good. It's not that I think I'm too good for anything. I'm trying to change my lifestyle. You can continue eating what you want to eat. Just respect my lifestyle and the food choices that I'm making. So usually I had to, of course, take my own food. So nobody that I really know, as far as like having like celebrations and holiday dinners, and I'm making salads. So, of course, I'm bringing my own salads and that kind of thing at one point until I started just making like a big one for everybody and I'll just eat that. So I guess like the way that I wanted to eat it, I put it that way. So like I said, you will have to have that kind of drive and that kind of resiliency in order to, I guess, for you to like not feel bad when people are talking about you as far as you don't want our food, you think you're too good now, or because everything that we do is centered around, mostly everything that we do is centered around food. So of course people are gathering around food, and whether it's a funeral or whether it's a family reunion, like I said, a holiday, whichever it may be. So you're going to have to kind of mentally prepare yourself for those events and those occasions that you're invited to. If you are looking at going on a healthy food journey, because everybody's not going to understand where you're coming from, and they most can care less. I mean, they're used to eating whatever is barbecue or whichever the case may be, so they're going to expect for you to continue doing that same thing when you've of course made your mind up. Because I know I made my mind up that I wasn't eating those things. But like I said, as far as you remaining on track, you're going to have to, like I said, become mentally strong as far as that goes, because that is a different outlook on things, and it kind of outcasts you at times. So for me, it did a little bit, as far as people, like I said, talking about you, and you think you this, you think you that, and while you want to be like the white people is what everybody in my family, because most of them are black, that's what they normally would say. Are people that I knew at the time, that kind of thing, which was ridiculous. But like I said, some people think like that, and I can't change their mindset. But that's how they felt. That's just how they felt. I just kept doing whatever I needed to do for myself, because I know what my end goal was. My end goal was to become a healthier Tonetta, was to eradicate my body of diseases, illnesses, anything that I may have had at that time, and to also create more energy for myself. I was very, very energetic, actually, way more energetic than I was at any point in my life, that I can remember. As far as being an adult, that kind of thing, the healthy food choices I was making, I was just bouncing off the walls all the time. Felt good every day. My mind was very clear every day. I was focused every day, because I noticed that when I wasn't eating healthy, with all the chemicals and all the things that I was eating at the time, or back then, that my mind was kind of foggy. I couldn't. I can think and get through the day and stuff like that, but I just didn't have all the clarity that I have, that I had at that time, that I have now, as far as being able to fully process things or fully think about things. It just seemed like I was just like in a mind fog with all those chemicals. And I noticed that immediately, like the first week when I stopped, when I started the fast and those kind of things. I immediately noticed that I guess, like I said, my mind began to get clear. My skin began to get clear. I noticed the glow and those kind of things. That was immediate. And I just started to feel very, very good. I guess I can say that. So that was awesome. And like I said, as far as, I think I may have to start wrapping this up. Yeah, I do. Okay, but like I said, as far as the healthy food journey, this is just my journey and my story, how I got started eating healthy, what I kind of started doing, the fast I was on, and the journey I had taken since then. And I'm still the same weight that I was when I first, because the first 33 days when I did that fast, that's when I lost to, let me see, I guess that was about 198. I went to like 198 to like 160, I think, or something like that, within the first month. And then like the following month or two, I went down to like the 137 that I'm currently, I'm like a few pounds heavier now for some reason, but I was 137 about a month or so ago. But like I said, that's what I got down to, and I've been consistently holding that weight for the past year and a half now, I guess. Let me see. About a year and a half now. So like I said, once I realized that weight loss was not my top goal, it was more of me being healthy, me having a disease-free, I guess, body, making sure that I'm having like enough energy to do things I need to do for myself. That's when I made that transition. It wasn't because I wanted to lose weight or anything along those lines. I actually wasn't even expecting to lose any weight, actually, to be honest. I guess I was more along the lines of trying to improve my life and improve my health and well-being is what my whole entire goal was, and it's still my goal. I don't care about the weight. I mean, I never did. Of course, I lost the weight. That was fine. But like I said, my main thing was just becoming a healthier person. It never was about the weight. And I know, like I said, this is my journey. This is the journey that I went on. And I would urge to anybody who is looking to, of course, 'cause I know we all know, like I said before, how to lose weight. We have 1,000 millions of pages out here, millions of blogs, a whole lot of like weight loss products, the whole aisle, I guess, like at the grocery store about it. But like I said, until you're ready to actually dedicate yourself to a healthier lifestyle, all the diets and those kind of things won't really last, or just temporary. So again, like I said, if you want to dedicate yourself to a healthier lifestyle, you have to do that long term. It's nothing short term that you can do with a healthy food. I mean, it is. You can either start, of course, having like a fast and that kind of thing. But in order for you to maintain a consistent lifestyle of being healthy, you do have to dedicate yourself to this kind of lifestyle. It's not just a quick fix or that kind of thing at all. I would suggest for anybody that's looking to transition to, you don't have to be vegan or vegetarian, anything along those lines, but just incorporating some healthier things into your diet. That's all, whether it's a salad or some extra fruits and vegetables or that kind of thing. That's always a start. I did mine drastically like I do everything else, it seems like, but I just jumped on the bandwagon and just went on ahead and just stopped everything that day. But like I said, everybody does not have the willpower to do that, which I understand that, but I would say slowly start incorporating some healthier foods, some healthier food choices into your diet, like I said, with the fruits and vegetables. If you want to buy some organic meats and that kind of thing, or organic products, as well as kind of cutting down your snacking and those kind of things as well. Because I know many of you may not have looked up all these things as far as chemicals in your food, sodas. I don't know whether anybody, well, I'm sure some people have heard about those. Now I can't think of the movies. Lord. If I think, I will think of the movie, I'm sure. It was a guy that went on this McDonald's diet for like 30 days and developed diabetes, high blood pressure, all these illnesses. I can't think of the name of the video, but I will definitely try to find it and post it today. But whatever it was, all the stuff that you put into your body, it does drastically change your chemistry makeup. So I would definitely say one thing for those who are looking to start on a healthy food journey, if you cannot start eating the food or you don't have the willpower to start eating the food right now, to just start researching the stuff in the snacks that you're eating. You don't even have to do the foods that you're eating, but just start with the snacks and like the chips and the cookies and the sodas and the ice creams and stuff like that you're eating. And you'd actually be amazed at what kind of stuff we're putting into our bodies. Like I said, it amazed me. I mean, I wasn't like totally blown away at all, because I kind of been knowing that over the years that we were being fed all these unhealthy things and we just keep going on the bandwagon and just keep buying it. But like I said, it just kind of amazed me at the other things I did not know, as far as the actual research that the FDA and some of the medical association and some of these biology or I don't know what they're called, food companies have done, that we don't research and that we don't read. I think Jerron, he's in Live Masters as well. He talks about the food journey, the lies that we're being told about our food, our health, and that kind of thing. So I would definitely say check out. I'll try to tag him in his post as well. But like I said, he talks about that as well. So I do listen to his lives as well, because it's very interesting information. Like I said, once you start realizing the lies and the things that you're told and the things that you're fed, that you're ingesting as far as health goes, you'd be amazed at what kind of things you can eradicate out your life as far as health and disease and all those kind of things. You'll be amazed, and it don't take that long, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And I hope that my journey, like I said, this is just my journey. This is my way that I did things. Everybody's not going to be able to do the same thing as I did, that kind of thing at all. But just take it slow if you're looking at going on a healthy food journey at all. If you need any kind of advice or need some information as far as, I don't know, whether different foods or vegetables, that kind of thing, you can definitely reach out to me. I don't mind. You can message me or just leave me a message in the messenger. That's fine. I don't mind assisting at all. I've created meal plans for other people as well, myself and other people as well. I don't mind doing that. Just let me know if you need some assistance. I'm definitely here to help, because I know I want people to, of course, start being their healthiest, start being their best, so they can take care of their families and take care of their families better, play with the kids a lot better, and have more energy, have that glow about themselves, and like I said, eradicate any disease or illness that they're facing. Because like I said, I know a lot of the things that we do have are like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all those things, with including others, are can be controlled by food, actually. So I know that now. I didn't know it back then, but I know that now. But like I said, if anybody's looking to or needs some assistance in getting started on this journey, I am here for you. I can definitely assist. I don't mind that. Just make sure that you message me. No matter what time of day, whenever I get your message, I'll definitely reply to you, and we can go ahead and start you on that path as well. Everybody, I do have to get going, because I have to go ahead and get myself to work this morning. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Those who did tune in, Rachel, Susan. I don't see anybody else on here, so I'm not sure who else is on here. But for those who do catch the replay, I do hope you enjoy. And like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, or need my assistance in starting you on this healthy food journey, please do reach out. I don't mind helping anybody. That is fine with me. Because like I said, I want to see everybody live the best life they can be the healthiest they can be, and to have as much energy as they can, and live on this planet as long as they can as well, for their kids, for their grandkids' sake, and for their partner's sake. So like I said, everybody have a great day. Have a blessed one. And I do love you all, and I hope that I hear from somebody. I guess, like I said, if you want some assistance, definitely reach out to me. Have a good day, all.